Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Some Applications of Trigonometry. Hello friends, may I request you to please click on the subscribe button below this video.
The given question is two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other on either side of the road, which is 80 meter wide. From a point between them on the road, the angles of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the height of the poles and the distance of the point from the poles. So guys, let us see how we are going to solve this type of questions. Let me draw a diagram for this question so that it would be easy for us to understand and move ahead. So if you look here in this figure, I have a diagram drawn here and the diagram looks like this. So now let us go through the question once again and let us analyze this diagram depending upon the question. Okay. Now as per the question says that two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other. Now we can say here let MN and ST are the two poles. Let MN and ST are the two poles. So from this diagram I can say MN and ST are the two poles, and these two poles are of equal heights. That means the distance between M and N is equal to the same as that of S and T. So I am writing MN is equal to ST. This is what being given in the question. So I am writing MN is equal to ST. Now let us again look into the question. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other on either side of the road, which is 80 meter wide. Now if you look into the diagram, the distance between M and S, let's say the gap between M and S is the road. So here as per the question, M and S, MS is equal to 80 meter. This is what also being given in the question. Now guys, again as per the question says that from a point between them on the road. So let us take a point P here on the road. From a point on the road, the angle of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. So that means if a person is standing here and looking to the top of the pole, the angle that he will be forming or on the ground, on the angle that he or she will be forming on the ground are 30 degree, are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively, are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. This is what being given in the question. So looking at the diagram, we can say that angle MPN is equal to 30 degree and angle SPT is equal to 60 degree. This is what being given in the question. Now guys, look at the diagram. From the diagram we got MS is equal to 80 meter, and we are going to find out two things from here. One is we are going to, as per the question, if you look into the question says find the height of the poles. That means we need to find out the distance between M and N or S and T. If we get the distance between M and N or S and T, either one is fine because these two poles are equal. If we get, for example, if I get 5 meter, Mn is 5 meter, then definitely St will also going to be 5 meter. This is one part of the question, and the other part says that find the height of the poles and the distance of the point from the poles. That means we are going to find out, let me put it down like this, we are going to find out Mn is equal to St is equal to how much. This is what we are going to find out, and the other thing that we are going to find out from this question is Mp is equal to how much, and again I can say PS is how much. The distance between MP and the distance between PS is what we are going to find out from the question. These are the asks from the question. Now guys, before moving ahead, let us first of all analyze this diagram. If you look here, the distance between M and S is 80 meter as per the question. So we are going to find out this one, and here also we are going to find out this one. Now as per the question, we have M and S, MS is equal to 80 meter. But if you look at the diagram, I can write MS is equal to MP plus PS. if you look at the diagram, if I write ms is equal to mp plus ps, will there be anything wrong? I don't think there will be anything wrong. ms is equal to mp plus ps. Or I can write, what I can write, or in other words, I can say that, mp plus ps is equal to ms. Or I can write, what I can write, or I can write, or I can write mp plus ps is equal to 80, because if you look above here, we got ms is equal to 80. This is being given in the question. So we are just considering, instead of ms, I have written 80 here. mp plus ps is equal to 80. So now let us name this one as our equation number 1. So whatever we get, the distance between mp and the distance between ps, that altogether should be 80. This is what we got. Now guys, as I told you earlier, for this type of questions, you could see that there are two right angle triangles are being involved. One is MPN and the other one is SPT. So let us focus on each of the right angle triangles separately, and first of all find out the values, whatever the values that we can get. Now let us focus on the right angle triangle SPT. If we look here to the right angle triangle SPT, so here I have drawn it right. Here I have extracted the right angle triangle SPT. Now let us focus on this triangle and let's see what we can get from this one. So if you look here, we have SPT, and from the original diagram, what we got angle P as 60 degree. This is what angle P is 60 degree. Now let us apply the trigonometric identity tan theta to this angle 60 degree. So we very well know that tan theta is equal to, what is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to opposite side of angle theta. That means here in this diagram it is ST upon adjacent side of angle theta. That means here it is PS. I hope till here we are very clear. Or I can write, instead of tan theta, I can write tan 60 degree is equal to, I can write tan 60 degree is equal to ST. What I can write? Tan 60 degree is equal to ST upon PS. Or I can write, we very well know from the trigonometric table that tan 60 degree is root 3. So in the next step, I can say root 3 is equal to ST upon PS. I believe till here we are clear. Or I can write, what I can write? Or I can write, in other words, I can say ST upon PS is equal to root 3. Or I can say, or I can write ST is equal to root 3 PS. So this is what we got. We got ST is equal to root 3 PS. Let us name this one as our equation number 2. Now guys, as I told you earlier, we are going to focus on each of the triangles separately. So now, after focusing our attention on this particular triangle SPT, now let us focus our attention on the other triangle, that is PMN. So now let us focus our attention on the other triangle, which is PMN or MPN, whatever it may be. So let us focus our attention on this triangle. If we look here to this triangle that I have drawn here, or that I have inserted here in my question, you will see that, what we will see? We will see that this is the same triangle that I have extracted from the original diagram. So what we will see, or what we will observe here, the figure MPN. If you remember the figure MPN, the angle P here was 30 degree. Here the angle formed is 30 degree. Now again, let us focus our attention to this triangle and to this diagram, and let us use tan theta. And we very well know that tan theta is equal to MN by MP. Why? Because tan theta is equal to opposite side of angle theta, which is MN, upon adjacent side of angle theta, which is MP. Or I can write tan 30 degree, because here our angle is 30 degree. 30 degree is equal to MN upon MP. Or I can write, we very well know from the trigonometric table that tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3. So I can write 1 upon root 3 is equal to mn upon mp. I believe till here we are very clear. Or I can write, what I can write, or I can write in other words I can say mn upon mp is equal to 1 upon root 3. Or I can write mn is equal to mn, or I can write mn is equal to mp upon root 3. Hope till here we are very clear. Now guys, we very well know what we know. We very well know from our initial stages when we start this question, or when we started answering this particular working out this particular question. If you look here, as per the question, mn is equal to st. This is what given here. If you look here to the question, mn is equal to st, that we have concluded it is being given here. Now let us keep this one in mind. Mn is equal to st because they are the two equal poles. So what I am going to do here, instead of just look here in this particular line item, we have mn is equal to mp upon root 3. So instead of mn I am going to write st, that is equal to mp upon root 3. Why I took it st? Because we concluded that, or as per the question, mn is equal to st. For that reason I am replacing mn with st. Now guys, let us rename this particular line item as 3. So what we got? We got st is equal to mp upon root 3. Now guys, if you look here to our equation number 2, what we got? We got st is equal to root 3 ps, and in equation number 3 we got st is equal to mp upon root 3. That means our equation number 2 is equal to our equation number 3. So equation number 2 is equal to equation number 3. Why? Because in equation number 2 we got st is equal to, root 3 ps, and in equation number 3 we got st is equal to mp upon root 3. For that reason, as we are getting the two same values for the same st, for that reason equation number 2 is equal to equation number 3. Now let me replace equations here. So equation number 2 says that st is equal to root 3 ps. So I am going to write root 3 ps is equal to mp upon root 3. This is what we got. What we got? Root 3 ps is equal to mp upon root 3. Or in other words I can write mp upon, or in other words I can write mp upon root 3. mp upon root 3 is equal to root 3 ps. Or I can write mp is equal to root 3 into root 3 ps. I hope till here we are very clear. Or I can write mp is equal to root 3 into root 3 is 3, so is equal to 3 ps. Let us name this one as equation number 4. You could see that we are getting so many equations here. So what we got? We got mp is equal to 3 ps. This is what we got. Now guys, if you remember our equation 1, let us now, the time has come for us to again remember our equation number 1. So let us quickly look into our equation number 1. So what our equation number 1 says? Our equation number 1 says that mp plus ps is equal to 80. Just let us remember this one. Our equation number 1 says that mp plus ps is equal to 80. Our equation number 1 says that mp plus ps. Equation number 1 says mp plus ps is equal to 80. Or in other words, if you look here, equation number 1, what equation number 1 says? Equation number 1 says that mp plus ps is equal to 80. Now guys, here we got mp is equal to 3 ps. So let me instead of writing that there our equation number 1, let me write it down here. mp plus ps is equal to 80. This is what our equation number 1 says. Now let us replace the value of mp from equation number 4. Let us replace the value of mp from equation number 4 in this step. So I can write, instead of mp I can write 3 ps plus ps is equal to 80. I believe till here we are very clear. Or I can write, what I can write, or I can write 4PS, because 3PS plus PS is equal to 4PS. So 4PS is equal to 80, or PS is equal to 80 upon 4, or PS is equal to 420 is 80. So what we got? We got PS is equal to 20. So 20 means this is 20 meter, or we can say PS is equal to 20 meter. Now guys, what we got? We got PS is equal to 20 meter, and from equation number 1 I can write, what I can write. If you look at equation number 1, equation number 1 says that MP plus PS is equal to 80. Equation number 1 says that MP plus PS is equal to 80 from equation 1. Now instead of PS I'm going to replace the value with 20. So I can write MP plus 20 is equal to 80, or I can write MP is equal to 80 minus 20, or I can write MP is equal to 60. That is, we can say that MP is equal to 60 meter. So guys, what we got? We got PS is equal to 20 meter and MP is equal to 60 meter. Let us look once at the beginning of our workout. So if you look here to the beginning of our workout, what we are supposed to find out, you could see the two question marks. One was for MP and the other one for PS. Now what we got? PS as 20 meter. This is what we found out, and we got MP as 60 meter. And if we add all together also, we are getting 80 meter, which satisfies the condition. So this is one part of the answer we got, where the distance between the point and the pole is, one is 60 meter and the other one is 20 meter. Now let us move ahead and find out the other part of the answer. The other part of the answer question asks us to find out the height of the poles. Now guys, the other part of the question asks us to find the height of the poles, which is now very easy. Even if you look here, in equation number 3 or any of the equation number, let us focus on equation number 3. Now if we look here at equation number 3, what we got? We have ST is equal to MP upon root 3. Just I'm talking about this equation. In equation number 3, we have ST is equal to MP upon root 3. Now let us take that one into consideration for finding the height. ST is equal to MP upon root 3. ST is equal to MP upon root 3. ST is equal to MP upon root 3. What we have? We have ST is equal to MP upon root 3. Now we got the value for MP. If you look here, we got the value for MP as 60. So I can write, or ST is equal to 60 upon root 3. Guys, this is our answer. But here usually we should not keep root 3 in the denominator. So now our main attention should be to remove this root 3. How we can remove root 3? Let's see. In order to remove root 3, let us multiply root 3 in the numerator and in the denominator. So 60 upon root 3 into root 3 upon root 3. If I add the same thing in the numerator as well as the denominator, nothing wrong is going to happen. So that is what I am doing here. In order to remove root 3 from the denominator, I am multiplying root 3 in the numerator as well as dividing root 3 in the denominator. So, or I can write ST is equal to 60 root 3 upon root 3, because root 3 into root 3 is 3. Or I can write, what I can write? ST is equal to 20 root 3. Guys, this is our answer. What we got? We got the height of the pole as ST is equal to 20 root 3. And as per the question, the two poles are of equal heights. Therefore, we can also say that MN is equal to 20 root 3, because these two poles are of equal heights. So one we got MN is equal to 20 root 3, and the other one we got ST is equal to 20 root 3. So guys, this is our answer. But let us write down the concluding note. The concluding note will say that the question says that find the height of the poles first. So we can write, we got the height of the poles as, we got the height of the two poles, two equal poles is 20 root 3 meter. This is one part of the answer. And the distance of the point from the pole, the distance of the point from one pole is 20 meter, and the distance and the other pole is 60 meter. Hope guys you understood this calculation or this process that I did in finding out this answer. But still, if you have any questions or doubts, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe.
If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.